if you're trying to find the easiest credit card, whether you have perfect credit or you have bad credit, I'm going to show you some of the easiest credit cards you should go after. But one question I'm going to ask you, have you guys ever heard of business bank rating? Okay, I want you to keep that in mind because I'm going to tell you something in a minute. Now, the first credit card we're going to take a look at is the Bank of America secured card, okay? The reason that you may want this here card, because it does report to one of the business credit bureaus, okay? It reports to the Equifax Business Credit Bureau. Now, for some of you all, you may not think that's a big deal, but it is a very big deal. Now, unfortunately, with this here card, you can see here it's the minimum of $1,000 that you have to put up. But what's happening is that you're building a relationship not only with Bank of America, but they are reporting that information to the business credit bureaus, okay? So that's the first credit card. Now, like I said, if you ever heard of business bank rating, put a 1 in the comments. If you haven't, put a 2 in the comments, because we're going to talk about that. So work with me. Now, the next card is First National Bank of Omaha. Now, they have a secured MasterCard as well. And as you can see here, it goes from $2,000 to $10,000. And yes, it is a secured card. That's what it means by putting from $2,000 to $10,000. All right. Now here is what I want you all to understand. With First National Bank of Omaha, their card, they use FICO 9 for their business credit cards, okay? So if you don't have the best credit and you're trying to build a backdoor relationship, this is definitely the way to do it with a secure business credit card, all right? Now, the next creditor we're talking about is Bill, which used to be Divvy, okay? Now, they offer a business credit card. Now, here's the thing about it that you do need to understand. They really are revenue based. The breakdown of that card is this. They offer you 1 week, they offer you 2 weeks, or they offer you monthly. All right. So say that you decide you want to take their charge card on a monthly. All right. So what happens is that the longer the time period for paying your bill off, the lesser the money. So the lesser the money they're willing to give you, or the lesser credit they're willing to give you. So basically, say that you said, okay, I want to set up where I'm paying my bill off weekly or whatever. Then they give you higher credit limits. All right. So that's the thing about it with Bill. And it's a very easy card to get. Now, they do report to Dun & Bradstreet and Small Business Financial Exchange, okay? And like I said, this is a very easy card to get when you're trying to build up your business credit. The next card we're going to take a look at is the NavPrime business card. Now, the reason why I tell people get this card, I don't care if they only give you, it is a charge card, and I don't care if they only give you $500 on this card. Get this card, all right? And here's the reason why. They report to Experian Business, Equifax Business, and they started reporting to Dun & Bradstreet, okay? That's number one. Number two, okay, no credit check, no deposits, all right? So no matter what your credit score is, you can have this card, all right? That's the second thing. Number three is that they give you 2 trade lines, okay? So when you sign up for their membership, their monthly membership that gives you your business credit reports, okay, they also give you a trade line for this NavPrime card as well. And a lot of people make the mistake because they'll sign up for the card and they don't use the card. Well, when you don't use the card, they cannot pick up data to report to the business credit bureaus. This is how you actually jumpstart your business credit, okay? So that's the reason I tell people you need this here card. This is a very good, helpful card. I put a link below, but you should have this card. This is one of the easiest. If you're talking about an easy card, this is one of the easiest business credit cards on the planet, okay? But one of the things about it, you do have to use the card so they can actually report the data, but you will get 2 trade lines. Like I said, It gives you access to your Experian, your Equifax, and Dun and Bradstreet file. Plus, you also look at your personal credit file. Now, your personal credit file, this is something I want you all to understand. Your personal credit file that they give you access to is a Vantage score. All right, it's a Vantage score. It's not a FICO score, in which it still can be of leverage to you, and I'm gonna explain that in a minute. Easiest business credit card is Navy Federal. Now, why is this business credit card so easy to get? One, you don't have to have any revenue in the business, okay? And so with Navy Federal, I would tell you this. Usually they do not give you two business. If you have two separate businesses, they will not give you two business credit cards. They only give you a credit card for one business. Now, here's the thing about it. There are high risk businesses, if they are aware of, they will not even give you the card or open up your account, period. Okay. So if you're going to say you're in real estate investing, if you're going to say that you're in restaurant, if you're doing anything in ammo, CBD, those type of businesses, porn, those are all high risk. Even if you're trying to start an ATM business, that's a high risk. MLM business, that's a high risk. Credit repair business, that's a high risk. Okay? So any of those type of businesses, they will not even open up the business account. Now, also needing to understand that with Navy Federal, you have two scoring systems that you have to go through. The first one is your internal score from 100 to 450, okay? And so that's built up by you doing direct deposits, open up a checking account, a savings account. If you have bad credit, then rewards, a pledge loan, a CD, a money market, then your business bank account, okay? Now, your internal score is only good for credit cards. It has nothing to do with Navy Federal loans, all right? So you do not have to have multiple pledge loans because that's not going to help you get a Navy Federal loan, all right? And so many people are not even aware of this, and they have multiple pledge loans, but that's not going to help you get a Navy Federal personal loan. All right, so that's something you have to be aware of. Now, the next easiest card is the Capital One. The Capital One Spark Classic card. The reason I say this card is so easy to get, and it is a unsecured card, right? And so you only need a 580 credit score. Now, here's the interesting thing about this. Say that you had a personal relationship with Capital One, and that relationship went bad, okay? And the account was charged off on the personal side. That does not disqualify you to get this here Capital One Spark Business Credit Card, okay? Now, another thing you have to understand about this Capital One Spark Business Credit Card, it does report on both the business side as well as the personal side, okay? So that's the thing about it. You have to understand. Another easy business credit card to get is the BCU, Baxter Credit Union Business Credit Card. Now, why is this credit card so easy to get? Well, the thing about it, they use TransUnion Vantage 3, okay? That's the reason why it's easy to get this credit card. It's non-geo restricted. Anybody can apply for this business credit card. As a matter of fact, this business credit card is much easier to get than the Navy Federal business credit card. All right. Now, you do have to join their credit union. The way you join is through the Life Money U Foundation, which is $5, but they will actually waive that $5. Now, when you're going for their business credit card, they will want to do a phone consultation just to verify you to tell them more about your business and stuff like that. But this is definitely one of the easiest business credit cards to get. Now, I wanted to come back to this Bank of America card. And so I was telling you all about the business bank rating. And this is a secret that a lot of people are not aware about. I've been telling people about this for years. Here's the thing about it. Some people may know about it. Some people don't know about it. Some people think, God, this is the best thing on earth. But here's the thing about it. If you wanted to raise $100,000 from a financial institute under your business, the thing about it they want you to do is say that you had $10,000. Okay. And this is the reason why I tell you all, when you open up your business bank accounts, do either daily or weekly deposits and stuff like that. If you had like $10,000, and if you was able to deposit that $10,000 into the business bank account whilst making small increments into that bank account for 90 days, okay, this pushes up your business bank rating. Okay, now this has nothing to do with Dun and Bradstreet or Paydex score, so don't even worry about this. This is actually them. Now, Bank of America specifically, they will check your Dun and Bradstreet file from time to time. But the thing about it, if you're trying to raise $100,000 with a bank, it can be any bank. As long as you have $10,000, you make that deposit, make small increments for at least 90 days. That helps your business bank rating. Okay. And a lot of people think it's something that people sit on. No, I've been telling people this for years. Okay. Since I've been in the game, always do that if you have that extra capital, and just sit it there, leave it there. I did recently have a client. He went to BMO and he did this, and the money's just sitting there. But on the personal side, guess what BMO did for him? Because he deposited that $10,000 in the business bank account, they gave him a $42,000 credit card on the personal side. Plus, they gave him convenience checks to where he can actually liquidate that card, right? And so just imagine liquidating that $42,000 card, and that, of course, that'll push up your debt to income ratio. But that $42,000, imagine taking that $42,000 or just $40,000 of it, and you taking that to 4 different banks and just leaving there for 90 days. Okay, just leaving it there for 90 days. That puts you in position. After 90 days, you should be able to raise anywhere from, I would say, $100,000 to almost $200,000. Okay. Now, I would tell you this to be on the safe side with these institutions. At least have at least a 680 credit score. Now, does it mean you have to? No. But I would say just to be on the safe side. So I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.